They told you to quit, you didn't. This is your story now. The beginning of change. There was a boy once who had nothing, no backup plan, no cheering crowd, just a dream, and a voice inside his head that whispered, "Don't stop." He lived in a world where everyone around him played it safe. They said, "Be realistic, don't aim too high, don't dream too loud." And maybe for a while he listened. He lowered his head. He quieted his dream. But let me ask you something. How many dreams have died because they were buried under someone else's fear? How many people reading this used to dream bigger, used to believe in something greater, until life hit, until pain showed up, until someone they loved gave up on them? Let me remind you of something. The dream didn't die. It just got buried. And maybe, just maybe, tonight is the night you dig it back up. You see, the world doesn't care about what you almost did, what you almost tried, what you thought about starting. The world respects one thing: results. But don't get it twisted. Success isn't instant. It's forged in silence, in lonely nights, in moments when no one believes in you, but you. So let me ask you again. What is the dream you buried? Why did you stop chasing it? And more importantly, what would happen if you started again, right now? This is the dream I buried, and I'm ready to fight for it again. Or just write one word: restart. The dark seasons. There's a season in every warrior's life when nothing works. No matter how hard you try, the world doesn't care. People stop answering your messages. Support fades. Your energy fades. Your hope fades. You start to wonder, am I even meant for this? You ever had one of those nights where you lie in bed staring at the ceiling and your chest feels heavy? Not from pain, but from emptiness. Not because you're weak, but because you've been strong for too long. They don't see those nights. They only see the filtered versions, the fake smiles, the "I'm fine" lies. But you know the truth. You've cried in silence. You've clung to your last ounce of belief. You've gotten up, again and again, with nothing but your name. And they told you, you're wasting your time. You're not special. Why are you trying so hard? But what they don't know is, you weren't doing it to impress them. You were doing it because something inside you refused to give up. There's a fire in you, faint but real. And even when you were tired, it kept whispering, "Not yet. Don't quit. Not now." So maybe you failed. Maybe you lost. Maybe you got rejected, ignored, laughed at. Good. That's how warriors are built, through cuts, through scars, through silence. If life is testing you, maybe it's because you're ready to level up. Let me ask you something deep right now. What moment in your life almost broke you? What pain did you survive that nobody knows about? And more importantly, what did it teach you? The moment that broke me, shaped me. Or tell me, what's the hardest lesson life ever taught you? The awakening. They thought you were finished. They thought the silence meant you gave up. They thought they had won. But here's the truth. You were just healing. You were bleeding, but you kept moving. You were doubting, but you kept hoping. You were tired, but you never quit. Every scar on your body is a chapter in your survival story. And every chapter ends with the same line: "But I'm still here." That's the awakening. The moment you stop asking, "Why me?" and you start saying, "Try me." It's when you realize that pain didn't break you. It built you. It revealed your real strength. It killed the version of you that wanted comfort and rebuilt the one that wants greatness. You're not who you used to be, and that's a good thing. You're more dangerous now, because now you know what you can survive. Now you know your limits and how to break past them. Let me tell you something loud and clear. You don't need permission to start again. You don't need applause. You don't need everyone to understand. You just need you. So wake up, show up, stand up. You were made for more than just surviving. You were made to rise, to dominate, to turn your pain into power. Let me ask you this. What version of yourself are you tired of being? What would change? If today was the first day of the rest of your life, drop this in the comments. I'm done hiding. I'm ready to rise. Or tell me, what part of you is finally waking up? The disciplined decision. You had your awakening. You remembered your fire. Now comes the test that separates the dreamers from the doers. Discipline. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the engine. Anyone can feel inspired for a day, but can you wake up tired, angry, alone, and still show up? That's what greatness demands. You want to know the truth? You don't need more time. You need more consistency. You don't need perfect conditions. You need relentless repetition. Discipline is doing what has to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. No one's coming to save you. There's no magic hack, no shortcut, just this. Wake up, work, repeat. They'll call you obsessed. Let them. They'll say you changed. Say thank you. They'll ask, why are you doing all this? Look them in the eyes and say, because I made a promise to myself, and I don't break promises. You don't need talent. You need repetition. You don't need luck. You need commitment. You don't need motivation. You need a decision. So let me ask you, what if the version of you you've been dreaming of could only be built through extreme discipline? Would you still delay, or would you start now? No more excuses, just discipline. Or answer this, what small habit will you commit to starting today? Built for the storm. You've been through enough storms to know this by now. Life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. People wait for the right time. They wait for peace. They wait for comfort. But warriors? They train in the chaos. They build in the rain. They grow in the fire. The storm isn't your enemy. It's your refining fire. Pressure reveals your cracks, but it also reveals your strength. Let me say something to your soul right now. You were built for this. The reason it hurts so bad is because your next level requires a stronger version of you. So stop running from the pain. Stop hiding from the pressure. Stand in the storm and say, you picked the wrong person to break. Every setback you've survived, it wasn't punishment, it was preparation, training for the real fight, the one that starts now. They told you to be quiet, to stay small, to lower your standards. You listened for too long, but now you remember who you are. Now you understand why it was so hard. Because what's inside you isn't ordinary. The pain didn't break you. It built the version of you who walks through storms with your head high. Let me ask you this. What if your hardest moment was your greatest blessing in disguise? What if the storm wasn't meant to destroy you, but to reveal the real you? I was built for the storm. Or tell me, what storm did you survive that made you who you are? The final stand. You've survived the pain. You've remembered the dream. You've chosen discipline. You've stood in the storm. Now, there's only one thing left to do. Own your story. Stop apologizing for being different. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Stop waiting for someone to say, now you're ready. You were born ready. This is your life. This is your moment. This is the chapter where everything changes. But only if you decide, I'm done watching. I'm done doubting. I'm stepping into who I was always meant to be. You don't need more people to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself so deeply that even when they laugh, doubt, or walk away, you keep walking. Because here's the truth, and I want you to burn this into your mind. If you don't fight for your dream, no one else will. There are people out there who need your voice, your gift, your energy, your example. You're not just chasing success for yourself, you're becoming the proof that it can be done. Don't just be inspired. Be different. Be disciplined. Be dangerous. to the limits that tried to cage you. Let me leave you with this final question. If not now, when? And if not you, who? I'm not waiting anymore, this is my time. And tell me, what's the first step you'll take after this video ends? No more watching. Let's move. You started this video curious. You're leaving it changed. Don't scroll away from your calling. Scroll into your future.